Ice Machine.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. 28-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run for the first time to the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 40 yards. And the Lions will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Moore now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First down 10 at their own 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw, Williams. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Williams. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure here already in the first quarter. Pretty sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To the air, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Moore, the motion man. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Caleb Williams. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Trap 50. Trap 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 45 and the 34. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
79 Broncos. 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 tight. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Lions are once again back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. More now on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
check, Bobcat, ready? 70 Timberwolf. Rig alert, rig alert. Go, rig, go. Ready, ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 5-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Looking to throw is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland from 4 yards out. And the Bears are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Bears 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
70 Lions. Hurt. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Second and 3. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
A 10-yard gain.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35, here's second down at 7. To throw, it's Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Ready, ready. Street, street. Check. Crackle. Check, 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 check. Hut, hut.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, ready?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
70 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions. Warriors 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Now back to throw. He got his man complete. And all the way up to the 49. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready,
Gibbs straight ahead. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. An empty backfield now as they face a 3rd and 6.
18 Pioneer, 18 Cardinal, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
He'll drop to throw. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring it down and sack back at the 16-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Bears first down.
From the gun, here's Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing is Williams. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner by the time he...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Hold it ready. Take the 50. Take the 50. Get it. 70 ranges. Viking 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here we go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a solid run here as he pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. 18. Warriors 70.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Johnson, 29 yards. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They go quickly here out to Moore. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To the air, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To throw, Williams. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
6-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 54 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. He'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but
and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze, 62 yards. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And now is incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good.
Bears 26.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Get up. 70 ranges. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check, smash, check, trap 60, trap 60. 79 Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, here we go, check.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Another run for Gibbs here. And we'll get a few yards here to the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? And give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And they'll get him out just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Let's go now.
On again, here's Gibbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Ready? Rig hiking 18. Hurt.
Here's Gibbs. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 21-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Trying the left side with Gibbs. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they snap him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Cougar 19.
Now it's Gibbs. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Seibert's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So that's not mission accomplished. It's darn close.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw is Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw, it's Williams. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw once more, here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams from 17 yards out. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple of years. 2nd down. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Lions.
Now they'll change things up. He's back to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
First down, Bears.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with And we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. This taken in right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go. Warriors 17.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
I swat that hoe at every
So
time.
everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This to advance to the divisional round. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew.